Hi, my name is Sherry Whitworth, and I'm with a group called Hands Extended. What we do as a charity is put children in Mexico through school who otherwise wouldn't get to go. Today we're going to focus on one family, but I want to tell you a little bit about our charity before we start the program. What we do is we have children from kindergarten through college that we sponsor to school. We pay all their expenses, their tuition, their uniforms, their school supplies, and what other necessities they might have so that they can accomplish this. We have 31 children in the program at present, which represents over 20 families. And the family that we're focusing on today has 6 of these children, 5 of which we send to school. The cost of this is $225 for a child from kindergarten through 6th grade, and then 7th, 8th, and 9th grade is $350. High school is 9th through 11th grade, and that's $600 a year, and then tuition for a university child ranges at about $3,000, which usually incorporates a group to sponsor that child. We try to fill the needs of the families, and for the family that you're going to see today, a special need arose last year, and we needed to supply them with housing. They were living in a home that they rented that had water running down the walls, on the floor. There was no place in the house that wasn't wet. There was no place in the house that was safe. The wiring in the walls was wet. Everything they had was wet. And we went down and fell into this by accident and decided on the spot we needed to do something for her. Well, it turned out that someone had given her an uninhabitable home that was actually in better shape than what she was living in. And that's what you're going to see today. The need that we have is to be able to finish what we've started and to get her a car. What she had before was much larger than what she's in now, and yet it was still very small. There are 7 of them now living in the 2 rooms that we have furnished them, and all their clothing and those types of things are outside. But in the clips, you will see the progression of what we've done and know that we need to add 2 rooms onto the back of this for them to have sleeping quarters. The music that you will be hearing behind this video is called Keep the Candle Burning. And this is hard for me to talk about because Irma's had to do this her whole life. I shouldn't say her whole life, but really her whole life. When her youngest child was 1 year old, the father of the husband killed her husband in front of her. And she and the children escaped to the desert, and they lived there for 1.5 years. And when my grandson presented this song to me, I knew she lived by candlelight for 1.5 years. And she's had to keep her faith to come along as far as she's come. Thank you for taking the time to come and see this, and I hope you enjoy the presentation.
You think you're alone there in your silent storm, but I've seen the tears you've cried, falling down and trying to drown the flame of hope inside. Let me tell you now, when you're walking in the dead of night, when your soul is churning, when your hope seems out of sight, keep the candle burning. All it takes is a one steady heart in a world that's turning. Shine a light and pierce the dark. Keep the candle burning. Keep the candle burning. When you're down and you're discouraged, when the darkness clouds your view, you got to gather up your courage. You know the Lord is gonna see you through. But let me tell you now,